Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Darren. Hope you're all safe and well and are having a good stitchy week. Apologies if you've just shook. Kitty's just jumped up on the table. So today we're doing another stitch with me. And we'll see how we go with this one. Hopefully I can make it an hour. I've lost my favourite needle while moving out through here. I'm in the what should be my study, craft room. I've lost my needle. So I don't know where that's gone to. So looks like I'm gonna have to order some more. I've got a cat in the way, so I can't see what I need to be stitching. Yep, kitty. Oh, you can't see. I was going to see if I could show you. So, kitty, you need to decide where you're going. Come on, move. No, okay, you're going to stay there. All right, so apologies. You may get a cat dive bombing something or moving. So, one of the questions I did get asked was how I do the start on my single strand on 25 count. So, I will show you. So, basically, you go down in one hole, the same row that you're working on, but you go above. So, like at the top of the stitch, go down, come up in where you want to start your first hole, first stitch. Pull it till you've got a little bit of a tail, like so. I don't know if you can see that clearly enough. Zoom in a little bit more. So you've got just a little bit of a tail there. And you go down to complete your first leg. It says. Then come up in your bottom hole. And then pull it through a little bit. Then grab your first part of your thing and pull it till the tail part there just disappears, or is almost disappeared. Complete your leg. You see, I can't find that. Go down. Go down to complete your stitch. There you go, that's done. Then you just scrape your nail across needle across the back, and that completes that stitch and gets rid of the tail. And that's it. That's secured. So it's easy enough. I'll show you again when I do another one. You may have to need to move this across a little bit. So let's start with the boring stuff. Work's going okay. I've not been on my sort all week, which is fantastic. It's Sunday today, by the way. So I've not been on my sort all week because, as I mentioned last time, we had a couple of guys off. So one guy who was due to come back this week got another sick note, so he's off again. I think he's off till the end of the month now. The new guy who started, he's been in hospital. So he's not been in all week. So I've been doing his job, which was I've been doing the sorting. So something different for me. And then one of the other guys was off because he broke his hand. So yeah, so it's been all go. Been hardly anybody at work. So don't know who's going to be back this week. Maybe two of them, maybe none of them. So then I'm going to be off on Friday for my minor surgery. So they're going to have fun at work. But other than that, work's going okay. Mum's doing fine. I spoke to her for her birthday. So she got 5 bunches of flowers. If I remember, I will insert a picture of the flowers I sent. And you will have to excuse the mess around it. I don't know where my brother put them to take the picture. So you will have to excuse the mess around them. My brother actually messaged me last night asking if I'd phone my mum because she was waiting for a phone call. And I was like, no, I don't phone her till Sunday. So she got confused because I phoned her on the Saturday the following week for her birthday. So she got confused. I thought I was phoning her again this Saturday. I was like, no, I'll be phoning her Sunday like I normally do. So it's like, right, I'll let her know. You just love it when you can't figure out where you are. I've gone in the wrong hole. That's one. So yeah, so she's doing well. So all of these colours I'm going to be doing today, it's going to be green, I think, just to finish this section off here, because this is the edge of the page. So I've just got this little section to finish off. And some of these are all onesies and twosies, so it's going to take a while. And apologies if you can hear the noise, that's me getting into my floss. So Shane stayed at his sister's last night. Makes a change. He went over and his sister had been out with Shane. I'll tell you that part in a minute. And he went over to drop her off home, and her husband said, "Do you fancy having a drink?" So Shane said yes. So he come home, got some stuff, and then went back. So yes. So needless to say, he got pretty drunk. He told me the same thing about 6 times when he phoned me up. I expect them all to be worse for wear, and then he phoned me up this morning, and they all seem right as rain, except for his sister's husband, who was a bit worse for wear. In the wrong spot. So again, doing the start, go down a couple of stitches away, come up on your bottom leg, leave a little bit of tail, go down. So coming up, grab the first part and pull it slightly. Down, that completes that leg, and then you're done. So yeah, so when he phoned up this morning, he was a little bit worse for wear. Well, not him. Shane's sister's husband was a little bit worse for wear. He was throwing up. Obviously had way too much last night. So that'll teach you. So yes, so I've told Shane to make sure he doesn't come home too early, because by the sounds of it, he had a fair lot to drink last night. And the last thing he needs is to lose his licence, seeing he's a truck driver. So I'm sure his sister won't let him drive too early anyway. So yes, so yesterday, Shane decided he was going with his sister to have a look at a furniture shop. So we went to have a look at a furniture shop. We are now getting a new sofa. So at the moment we've got that recliner, which is an old recliner. We just bought it off someone because they were moving house. And then a mismatch sofa, so the old one that I used to sit on. So he went to, they were just having a look at furniture because his sister wants some furniture as well. And he's bought a new sofa, a new TV unit, and well, it's 2 sofas, a 3-seater and a 2-seater apparently. A new TV unit and a new coffee table. I was like, okay. but they got a bargain with the coffee table. So the coffee table should have been, I think it was about $300. And they had a sale on, so you got 10% off. So it should have worked out about $270 or something like that for this coffee table. Anyway, they paid for it, come home, and I was just having a look through the receipt. And I was like, you only paid $26 for the coffee table? I went, no, it was $270 or something like that. And, no, you paid $26. I went, really? I went, yeah. So I double checked the total sum. I was like, yep, you definitely paid $26 for this coffee table. And I mean, it's a decent coffee table. It's like, bargain, get in. So they'd not even realised that. Shane was told that the delivery was going to be a certain amount, so he checked the delivery cost, which was less than what they said originally. But they never looked at anything else. But yeah, so the coffee table was $26. So that's a bargain. Shane's like, oh, I'm not telling anyone. That was a mistake. She put it through. I says, unless whoever's priced things up on the computer have put it down at the wrong price. Who knows? So that is actually getting delivered next Saturday. Because they already had it in stock. So that's coming on, well, everything's coming on Saturday. So we've got the eldest niece coming around to have a look at the recliner, because they've got an old settee. The recliner's still in good nick. So she's coming to have a look at that, see if they want that. And then the other old sofa will be going to the tip. So yes, so you probably won't get a video from me early on Saturday next week, because I'll be getting everything ready for the new sofa turning up. Gives me 2 seconds. Sorry about that. The boys were fighting. Getting little terrors for it at the moment. They're probably just play fighting, but it doesn't sound like they're play fighting, if you know what I mean. So yeah, so that turns up next Saturday. So the video, you may get a video next Saturday, but it may be a bit later. Or you will get it on Sunday. It's starting to warm up here now as well. We were at 25 degrees yesterday. We're meant to be at 25 degrees again today. 25, 26. And then by next weekend we're up to 27. So spring is finally here, starting to warm up a little bit. So that will do me. Now the boys are chasing each other. Again, I apologise if my hand's in the way. I can't really move the Q snap, well, the light stand any further out because we're anchored underneath the sofa, under the sofa legs, so that it doesn't move. And because I'm stitching right at the far end of the Q snap here, it's a bit further out. So I'm sat at a funny angle, but never mind. And there you can hear Tiger. Ginger's obviously hid and he can't find him. So anyway, right. So let's get into the questions. So I don't know, some of these I don't know who they're from. I wrote them down the other day when I was doing, oh yeah, you're probably going to get 3 videos this week, when I was doing my questions and answers. So I just wrote them down and then deleted the screenshot that I'd taken. So I don't know who they're from. Some of them I have the names. So the first one was asking, when I speak to my mum, do I FaceTime her or do I normally use normal calls? So I normally just phone my mum, so it's normal, just phone calls. And then, like special occasions like a birthday or my birthday or Christmas, I FaceTime her. Because my twin brother's got to be there to set up the tablet for her. So she can't do it herself. So that's it. He has to be there in order for me to FaceTime Mum. Next question was, do I own my own home in the UK? So the answer to that is yes. Or well, it was like, do I own the own home or do I share it with my mum and brother or buy it with them? So no, it's mine. My mum is named on the mortgage, mainly because it was a council house and we bought it off the council. But in order to get the discount off the council, my mum had to go on the mortgage because it used to be in her name. Well, it was her council house. So we got the discount, but she had to stay on the mortgage for so many years, and I never took her off. So, but it is my house. My brother lives there at the moment, so he just pays a bit of rent towards the mortgage. So I don't have long on the mortgage there, so that's even better. I think it's about another 5 years, I think, paying the mortgage. I'm struggling to thread this needle. I have to order some more Easy Guide ones. Baltic ones, sorry. I don't know where mine went, I'm going to say. I'm pretty sure it was on here yesterday, and now it's gone. So I have no idea where it disappeared to. And I know I haven't taken it off. Come on. I did so well, I did the first, couple of strands without no problem. Next question was asking how me and Shane met. So I was over here for college, and I was just online. So I actually met him online. I was just online looking for friends because I didn't know anybody over here and someone to hang around with. And Shane messaged me, and we agreed to go and meet up for a coffee. And we just hit it off straight away. So it was from there. You know, when you see someone for the first time, you was like, okay. Well, when you see him from a distance, you're like, okay, whatever. It kind of looked a bit strange when I first saw him. But then, obviously, when you get to him, he wasn't as bad. And then, like I say, we just hit it off straight away. We had a good laugh. We hung around for a couple of hours. And then he went home because he was looking after his... he lived with his mum and dad, so he was looking after the house and the dog. So he went home, and then we was just talking later on that night, and I was bored, and so he said, I'll come pick you up if you want, you can come over for a bit. And I was like, all right then. So, yeah, we hit it off really well, straight away. Alright. So that's all the ones I got wrote down. The next are all in my phone. Apologies. This may be a shorter video than I expected. Apologies, I'm just replying to Shane. He said he's on his way. Right. So the messages I have. So the next one was from my last stitch with me. The cats were sat on my knee, like Tiger. So do you think the cat's coming to sit on your knee because you're talking? Possibility, but 9 out of 10. Tiger's just been a pain just lately. As I mentioned, he has to sit on my knee all the time. Even though he's Shane's cat, he always has to sit on my knee. But generally, when I'm in the room where I am now, I normally end up with Kitty under the cover, Tiger at my feet, Ginger at my feet, and Tiger lurking around somewhere, trying to cause trouble. So yes. But I think, yes, probably when I start talking, they do come in a bit earlier. And then with regards to my computer, I mentioned my computer seemed to be stuffed. Was my computer old? My computer was not that old. No, it was a year old, literally. When it started playing up, it was like, ooh, apologies. It was like 1 year and a week old, which is generally the case when it started playing up. I think I've got it sorted now, though. I did a full system scan and made sure everything was all up to date. It seems to be working okay at the moment. I was on it the other day just checking it out, and it seems to be working fine. So fingers crossed it will stay working. So that I sound. This is Mrs. Miggins who said this, and she said I sound really excited about going home. I am. It's going to be fun. Like I say, I've not seen everyone. Well, by the time I go over there, it'll be 4 years since I saw everybody. So it's going to be fantastic to catch up with everybody again. I'm not looking forward to the cold, but hey ho. So I'm going to go from the warmth to the cold to the warmth. So you know for a fact I'm going to be sick, but never mind. It'd be worth it. Next one is from Amy Louise. No, I've just answered that one. Do you own a house or in the UK, or do you share your mortgage? So I've answered that one. With regards to college, do you feel like you went in naive with regards to college course in terms of like the assessments and what you had to do and the way things were taught? So I didn't go into it naive. I mean, I'd done started my accountancy over in the UK. I did the first year over there, so I kind of thought it would be near enough exactly the same, because when you look at like the criteria for it, most of it was very similar to what I'd done in the UK. So I was like, no, it should be good. It should be roughly the same. I wasn't expecting the silly role plays or the fact that the course doesn't lead on from each other. I would have thought they would have kept it all in sync, if you like, but no, it was completely different to what I expected it to be. I think if I'd have gone to college itself, it probably would have been pretty much the same as when I did my course, because they're always different. My boss, he went to college when he was younger, and he said the same. He says he started doing it online, and the online course was absolutely terrible, so he checked in the online part and went to college himself, which was a lot easier. So I think the college course just needs to learn to change things around a bit on the online one. I'm going to say I know they are redoing the online one, so hopefully I might have taken feedback from things and readjusted it for the better. So we will see. Excuse me again. Anyone want some cats? So the next part of this, outside of family, what are you most excited for when visiting the UK at Christmas? The Christmas festivities. As I say, over here, Christmas doesn't seem to be celebrated as much. Shopping centres don't really have Christmas decorations up. The homes don't have Christmas decorations up. They don't hardly have any Christmas songs on the radio. So it doesn't feel like Christmas. So yeah, so I'm looking forward to that. I'm going around and to the shops and seeing how things have changed over in the UK. From what I understand, a couple of the shops that I used to go to have now shut down, according to my brother. So it'll be fun to see how things have actually changed over there. And then catching up with friends that I've not seen for a while. And then getting food that I like. Because as I say, half of the stuff over that I used to have over in the UK you don't get over here. Like certain cereals and chocolate bars and all that stuff. So yeah, I'm going to come back about 16 stone heavier. And like a good old Christmas dinner with the turkey and all the pigs and blankets. I'm looking forward to that. Because not many people ever eat the turkey really, so it's kind of a bit boring Christmas Day because I don't eat prawns really. So next part of the question: do you plan on bringing any stitching with you when I travel? So yes, I'm going to take a couple of projects. I don't know which ones yet. I'm going to take a couple, and I've got a Pain Free Crafts voucher already, so I'm going to order something from there and get that sent to my home address, so it's there for me as well. So that's going to be a new start. I don't know what it's going to be yet, but that's going to be a new start. Right, next one is from Nicole Johnson. What's your favourite needle? Well, my favourite needles are the ball tip needles, but I seem to have lost mine. So that's my favourite needles. I'm using Bohin at the moment. I like them. They're okay when I can thread them. I've also got some John James. Now, they are good needles, but I cannot thread them to save my life. And one of the ladies in one of my chats, she uses a different type of needles, which you can only get in the UK. I can't remember what they're called. So I'm going to look at maybe trying some of those. But yeah, my favourite needles are going to be the ball tip ones, but obviously I need to switch them out so I can end my threads because I'm not mastered out how to end the threads and that with them yet. So I have to swap my needle out. Do you go through needles quickly? Oh god, yes. So, and do I buy them in bulk? So I don't buy them in bulk. My first lot of needles I got sent from Karen, the Needlebug, which were the Bohin needles. And to be fair, she sent me those in 2019, I think it was. And I'm on the last of them, but she sent me an awful lot. And then I've got some John James ones, which I'd say I've got a couple with the Pain Free Crafts kits, and then I've got a couple of K.O. Phillips, but they're all gone. So I tarnish them really, really quickly. no matter what needle it is, I seem to tarnish them really fast. So obviously it's either, I think it's a mixture of my chemicals and the heat and humidity over here. So, but yeah, I tarnish them really quickly. Maybe I should buy some plastic needles or something. So yeah, so I'm going to say Nicole has the same problems with me with needles tarnishing quickly. So yes, it is a pain. A big pain. Where's the cross? There. 1, 2, 3. My finger's not working properly. There we go. I think that's all the questions. Unless there was any from yesterday's. I haven't caught up with yesterday's video yet, so that's all the questions. So what, we're at 30 minutes. So this one, I say, is probably going to be a very short one. I'll see if I can extend it out a little bit longer. I'm going to say Shane's on his way back. And we all know we don't want him to catch me here doing a floss tube video. I will tell him eventually. Maybe after Christmas. When I get back and I need to do my whip parade. That's going to be fun, because I think I get back from the UK on the 4th of January, which is a Wednesday, I believe, and then I'm back at work on the Monday. So in that time, I've got to do my whip parade, get everything sorted out, get everything washed. So that's going to be fun when I get back in. Well, no, to be fair, I'll probably get most things washed when I'm over in the UK before I come back. As I say, a lot of my stuff that I brought over with me from the UK still smells the same from when I brought it over, well, from when I left there to now. So you can still smell the softener and stuff like that on there. So it still smells really good, which is good, because most of that will probably be going back with me, because it's all my winter stuff, so I don't need to worry about re-washing it. This section here is really confetti heavy for a leaf. I think that's what they are, leaves. Funny feeling when Shane gets back, it won't let me go to bed. Won't go to sleep on the sofa. That's all he was bothered about when he ordered the new sofa. He had one long enough for him to sleep on. Because instead of him lying on the bed, he always sleeps on the sofa. Always. Unless I'm watching a movie or something like that, then I tell him to go to bed. So, alright. I think I'm going to have to leave it there, because he's going to be back any minute now. We did a total of 39 stitches. Woohoo! Well, going to 35 minutes. Might be a little bit shorter once I've cut out chasing the cats. So, but there will be another video anyway later this week, so which will be a Q&A one. So it's all the questions from the last couple of videos that I'm not going around to answering. So, it's, I say, short and sweet one, unfortunately. Next time, I'll make sure it's a longer one. We'll go for a record next time, see if we can get it. Maybe an hour and a half. We'll try. Yeah, because Shane's away. Yeah, Shane will be out next Saturday. I think it's next Saturday, because it's my niece's partner's 21st birthday. So they're having a party. So I know for a fact he's going to be disappeared for a long time. I don't know if he's stopping there or if he's coming back, because they only live around the corner. but it is Shane, so he'll probably stop there and then come back in the morning. So if that's the case, should be able to get a really decent video done next week. So right, I'm going to leave it there then, guys. So again, any questions, comments, please feel free to drop those down below. You can always email me as well. Email address as normal is dizzystitcher@gmail.com, or I am on Instagram as dizzystitcher. You can message me on there as well. So until my next video, guys, stay safe, happy stitching, take care, and thank you very much for watching. And apologies for the short video. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye bye for now.